If you watch this video until the end, you will definitely pass your theory test on the first attempt. This is the latest official DVSA style questions video out there. Today, we will go through 100 essential mock test questions, with the last 5 questions absolutely crucial for your success. So, stick around until the end. Now, let's get started. Question 1. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Vehicles may park fully on the verge or footway. In order to keep roads free from parked cars, there are some areas where you're allowed to park on the verge. Only do this where you see the sign. Parking on verges or footways anywhere else could lead to a fine. Question 2. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Contraflow bus lane. There will also be markings on the road surface to indicate the bus lane. You mustn't use this lane for parking or overtaking. Question 3. Which of these signs warns you of a zebra crossing? Answer is A. Look well ahead and check the pavements and surrounding areas for pedestrians. Look for anyone walking towards the crossing. Check your mirrors for traffic behind, in case you have to slow down or stop. Question 4. What should you be aware of if you've just passed this sign? Answer is D. All traffic is going one way. In a one-way system, traffic may pass you on either side. Always be aware of all traffic signs and understand their meaning. Look well ahead and react to them in good time. Question 5. You're waiting at a T-junction. What should you do if a vehicle is coming from the right, with its left indicator flashing? Answer is C. Wait until the vehicle starts to turn in. Other road users may give misleading signals. When you're waiting at a junction, don't emerge until you're sure of their intentions. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 6. There are objects hanging from your interior mirror. Why could this be a hazard? Answer is A. Your view could be obstructed. Ensure that you can see clearly through the windscreen of your vehicle. Stickers or hanging objects could obstruct your view or draw your attention away from the road. Question 7. You're traveling along this road. How should you pass the cyclist? Answer is D. Leave them plenty of room as you pass. Allow the cyclist plenty of room in case they wobble or swerve around a pothole or raised drain. Look well ahead before you start to overtake, because you'll need to cross the hazard line. Look for entrances where vehicles could be waiting to pull out. Question 8. What's the minimum time gap you should leave when following a vehicle on a wet road? Answer is A. 4 seconds. Water will reduce your tire's grip on the road. The safe separation gap of at least 2 seconds in dry conditions should be doubled to at least 4 seconds in wet weather. Question 9. When will your vehicle use more fuel? Answer is B. When its tires are underinflated. Check your tire pressures frequently, normally once a week. If they're lower than those recommended by the manufacturer, there will be more rolling resistance. The engine will have to work harder to overcome this, leading to increased fuel consumption. Question 10. What should you do if your vehicle pulls to one side when you use the brakes? Answer is D. Have the brakes checked as soon as possible. The brakes on your vehicle must be effective and properly adjusted. If your vehicle pulls to one side when braking, take it to be checked by a qualified mechanic as soon as you can. Question 11. You're carrying an 11-year-old child on the front seat of your car. They're under 1.35 meters, 4 feet 5 inches, tall. What seat belt security must be in place? Answer is C. They must use a suitable child restraint. As the driver, it's your responsibility to make sure that children are secure and safe in your vehicle. Make yourself familiar with the rules. When children are carried on the back seat, there are a few very exceptional cases when an adult seat belt can be used instead of a correct child restraint. Question 12. You're following other vehicles in fog. You have your headlights on dipped beam. What else can you do to reduce the chances of being in a collision? Answer is B. Keep a safe distance from the vehicle in front. When it's foggy, use your headlights on dipped beam. This will help you see and be seen by other road users. If visibility is seriously reduced, consider using front and rear fog lights if you have them. Keep to a sensible speed and don't follow the vehicle in front too closely. If the road is wet and slippery, you'll need to allow twice the normal stopping distance. Question 13. In which conditions will your overall stopping distance increase? Answer is A. In the rain. Extra care should be taken in wet weather. On wet roads, your stopping distance could be double that in dry conditions. Question 14. What should you expect if you see this sign ahead? Answer is C. The road will bend sharply to the left. This sign indicates that the road will bend sharply to the left. Slow down in plenty of time and select the correct gear before you start to turn. Braking hard and late, while also sharply changing direction, is likely to cause a skid. Question 15. What's the main hazard you should be aware of when following this cyclist? Answer is D. The cyclist may swerve into the road. When following a cyclist, be aware that they have to deal with the hazards around them. They may wobble or swerve to avoid a pothole in the road or see a potential hazard and change direction suddenly. Don't follow them too closely or rev your engine impatiently. Question 16. How can drinking alcohol affect your ability to drive or ride? Answer is B. Your ability to judge speed will be reduced. Alcohol will severely reduce your ability to drive or ride safely, and there are serious consequences if you're caught over the drink-drive limit. It's known that alcohol can affect your judgment, cause overconfidence, or reduce coordination and control. Question 17. What should you do if you want to turn left at a junction where pedestrians have started to cross? Answer is B. Give way to them. When you're turning into a side road, pedestrians who are crossing have priority. You should wait to allow them to finish crossing safely. Be patient if they're slow or unsteady. Don't try to rush them by sounding your horn, flashing your lights, revving your engine, or giving any other inappropriate signal. Question 18. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. A route for pedestrians and cyclists. This sign shows a shared route for pedestrians and cyclists. When it ends, the cyclists will be rejoining the main road. Question 19. Which is the most vulnerable road user? Answer is B. Motorcyclist. Pedestrians and riders on two wheels can be harder to see than other road users. Make sure you look for them, especially at junctions. Effective observation, coupled with appropriate action, can save lives. Question 20. You're approaching a roundabout. What should you do if there are horses being ridden in front of you? Answer is D. Give them plenty of room. Horse riders often keep to the outside of the roundabout even if they're turning right. Give them plenty of room and remember that they may have to cross lanes of traffic. Question 21. You're following two cyclists as they approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane. Where would you expect the cyclists to go? Answer is C. Any direction. Cyclists approaching a roundabout in the left-hand lane may be turning right but may not have been able to get into the correct lane due to heavy traffic. They may also feel safer keeping to the left all the way around the roundabout. Be aware of them and give them plenty of room. Question 22. What does this sign mean? Answer is A. Cycle route ahead. More people are cycling today, and cycle routes are being extended in our towns and cities to provide safe cycling routes. Respect the presence of cyclists on the road and give them plenty of room if you need to pass. Question 23. You're driving at night. What should you do if you're dazzled by a vehicle behind you? Answer is D. Set your mirror to the anti-dazzle position. The interior mirror of most vehicles can be set to an anti-dazzle position. You'll still be able to see the lights of the traffic behind you, but the dazzle will be greatly reduced. Question 24. What's the reason for traffic calming measures? Answer is C. To slow traffic down. Traffic calming measures make the road safer for vulnerable road users, such as cyclists, pedestrians, and children. These can be designed as chicanes, road humps, or other obstacles that encourage drivers and riders to slow down. Question 25. What should you do immediately after joining a motorway? Answer is B. Stay in the left-hand lane. When you've just joined a motorway, stay in the left-hand lane long enough to get used to the higher speeds of motorway traffic before considering overtaking. Question 26. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. End of minimum speed. The red slash through the sign indicates that the restriction has ended. In this case, the restriction was a minimum speed limit of 30 miles per hour. Question 27. You're approaching a busy junction. What should you do when, at the last moment, you realize you're in the wrong lane? Answer is A. Continue in that lane. There are times when road markings are obscured by queuing traffic, or you're unsure which lane to use. If, at the last moment, you find you're in the wrong lane, don't cut across or bully other drivers to let you in. Follow the lane you're in and find somewhere safe to turn around and rejoin your route. Question 28. You're turning right at a crossroads. An oncoming driver is also turning right. What's the advantage of turning behind the oncoming vehicle? Answer is A. You'll have a clearer view of any approaching traffic. When turning right at a crossroads where oncoming traffic is also turning right, it's generally safer to turn behind the approaching vehicle. This allows you a clear view of approaching traffic and is called turning offside to offside. However, some junctions, usually controlled by traffic light filters, are marked for vehicles to turn near side to near side. Question 29. A single carriageway road has this sign. What's the maximum permitted speed for a car towing a trailer? Answer is D. 50 miles per hour. When you're towing a trailer, a reduced speed limit also applies on dual carriageways and motorways. These lower speed limits apply to vehicles pulling all sorts of trailers, including caravans and horse boxes. Question 30. What shape are traffic signs giving orders? Answer is D. Road signs in the shape of a circle give orders. Those with a red circle are mostly prohibitive. The stop sign is octagonal to give it greater prominence. Signs giving orders must always be obeyed. Question 31. There are no speed limit signs on the road. In England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, how is a 30 miles per hour limit generally indicated? Answer is A. By street lighting. In England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, there's a 30 miles per hour speed limit where there are streetlights unless signs show another limit. In Wales, streetlights indicate the limit is 20 miles per hour unless signs show otherwise. Question 32. Where may you overtake on a one-way street? Answer is B. On either the right or the left. You can overtake other traffic on either side when traveling in a one-way street. Make full use of your mirrors and ensure it's clear all around before you attempt to overtake. Look for signs and road markings, and use the most suitable lane for your destination. Question 33. What's the national speed limit on a single carriageway road for cars and motorcycles? Answer is C. 60 miles per hour. Exceeding the speed limit is dangerous and can result in you receiving penalty points on your license. It isn't worth it. You should know the speed limit for the road that you're on by observing the road signs. Different speed limits apply if you're towing a trailer. Question 34. What's the speed limit for a car towing a caravan on a dual carriageway? Answer is D. 60 miles per hour. The speed limit for cars towing caravans or trailers on dual carriageways or motorways is 60 miles per hour. Due to the increased weight and size of the combination, you should plan further ahead. Take care in windy weather, as a strong side wind can make a caravan or large trailer unstable. Question 35. When may you drive without wearing your seat belt? Answer is A. When you're carrying out a maneuver that includes reversing. You may remove your seat belt while you're carrying out a maneuver that includes reversing. However, you must remember to put it back on again before you resume driving. Question 36. Other than direction indicators, how can you give signals to other road users? Answer is B. By using brake lights. Your brake lights will give an indication to traffic behind that you're slowing down. Good anticipation will allow you time to check your mirrors before slowing. Question 37. You're driving in the right-hand lane of a dual carriageway. What should you do if you see a sign showing that the right-hand lane is closed 800 yards ahead? Answer is A. Move to the left in good time. Keep a lookout for traffic signs. If you're directed to change lanes, do so in good time. Don't push your way into traffic in another lane or try to gain advantage by delaying changing lanes. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. End of restricted parking area. Even though you've left the restricted area, make sure that you park where you won't endanger other road users or cause an obstruction. Question 39. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Route for trams. Take extra care when you encounter trams. Look out for road markings and signs that alert you to them. Modern trams are very quiet and you may not hear them approaching. Question 40. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. T-junction. This type of sign warns you of hazards ahead. Make sure you look at each sign and road marking that you pass, so that you don't miss any vital instructions or information. This sign shows there's a T-junction with priority over vehicles from the right. Question 41. You arrive at the scene of a motorcycle crash. The rider is injured. When should their helmet be removed? Answer is D. Only when it's essential. Don't remove a motorcyclist's helmet unless it's essential. Remember, they may be suffering from shock. Don't give them anything to eat or drink, but do reassure them confidently. Question 42. A collision has just happened. An injured person is lying in a busy road. What's the first thing you should do? Answer is D. Warn other traffic. The most immediate danger is further collisions and fire. You could warn other traffic by switching on hazard warning lights, displaying an advance warning triangle or sign, but not on a motorway, or by any other means that doesn't put you or others at risk. Question 43. What should you do if a tire bursts while you're driving? Answer is D. Pull up slowly at the side of the road. A tire bursting can lead to a loss of control, especially if you're traveling at high speed. Using the correct procedure should help you to stop the vehicle safely. Question 44. What should you do if your vehicle has a puncture on a motorway? Answer is D. Pull up on the hard shoulder or in an emergency refuge area and call for assistance. Pull up on the hard shoulder or in an emergency area and call for assistance. Don't attempt to repair your vehicle while it's on the hard shoulder, because of the risk posed by traffic passing at high speeds. Question 45. You lose control of your car and damage a garden wall. What must you do if the property owner isn't available? Answer is B. Report the incident to the police within 24 hours. If the property owner isn't available at the time, you must inform the police about the incident. This should be done as soon as possible, and in any case within 24 hours. Question 46. Who's responsible for making sure that a vehicle isn't overloaded? Answer is A. The driver of the vehicle. Carrying heavy loads will affect control and the vehicle's handling characteristics. If the vehicle you're driving is overloaded, you'll be held responsible. Question 47. You wish to tow a trailer. Where would you find the maximum nose weight for your vehicle's tow hitch? Answer is B. In the vehicle handbook. You must know how to load your trailer or caravan so that the hitch exerts an appropriate downward force on the tow ball. Information about the maximum permitted nose weight can be found in your vehicle handbook or obtained from your vehicle manufacturer's agent. Question 48. You're about to start a journey towing a trailer. What should you do if you notice that a light on your trailer is not working? Answer is C. Repair the fault before continuing with your journey. You must make sure that your vehicle and trailer are roadworthy. Check that your tires are legal and the brakes and lights are working properly. If any of these things are not working, you must not drive or tow your trailer until the fault is repaired. Question 49. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Local buses may stand at all times. This sign tells you that this is a place where local buses may stand, from which all other vehicles are prohibited during the time shown. Question 50. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Pedal cyclists to dismount at end of a cycle lane, track or route. This sign tells pedal cyclists to dismount at end of a cycle lane, track or route. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 1. What does this sign tell you? Answer is B. End of minimum speed requirement. This is an end of minimum speed requirement sign. Question 2. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. 2 cameras are in use to measure average speed. Cameras are in operation on this road. 2 cameras are used to measure the average speed of a vehicle between 2 points. Question 3. When should you flash your headlights at other road users? Answer is C. When letting them know that you're there. You should only flash your headlights to warn others of your presence. Don't use them to greet others, show impatience, or give priority to other road users, because they could misunderstand your signal. Question 4. You're waiting in a traffic queue at night. How can you avoid dazzling drivers behind you? Answer is B. Use the parking brake and release the foot brake. In queuing traffic, your brake lights can dazzle drivers behind you. If you apply your parking brake, you can take your foot off the foot brake. This will turn off the brake lights so that they can't dazzle the driver behind you. Question 5. What should you do to avoid fuel spillage? Answer is B. Check that your filler cap is securely fastened. When learning to drive, it's a good idea to practice filling your car with fuel. Ask your instructor if you can use a petrol station and fill the fuel tank yourself. You need to know where the filler cap is on the car you're driving, so you know which side of the pump to park at. Take care not to overfill the tank and make sure you secure the filler cap correctly, so that no fuel leaks onto the road while you're driving. Question 6. How can you plan your route before starting a long journey? Answer is C. Use a route planner on the internet. Various route planners are available on the internet. Most of them give you several options, allowing you to choose between the most direct route and quieter roads. They may also identify rest and fuel stops. Print off the directions and take them with you. Question 7. You service your own vehicle. How should you dispose of the old engine oil? Answer is A. Take it to a local authority site. It's illegal to pour engine oil down any drain. Oil is a pollutant and harmful to wildlife. Dispose of it safely at an authorized site. Question 8. When may a passenger travel in a car without wearing a seat belt? Answer is D. When they're exempt for medical reasons. If you have adult passengers, it's their responsibility to wear a seatbelt, but you should still remind them to use one as they get in the car. It's your responsibility to make sure that all children in your car are secured with an appropriate restraint. Exemptions are allowed for those with a medical exemption certificate. Question 9. What will help you to move off on a snowy surface? Answer is C. Using a higher gear than normal. If you attempt to move off in a low gear, there'll be more torque, turning force, at the driven wheels than if you use a higher gear. More torque makes it easier for the tires to lose grip and so spin the wheels. Question 10. What should you do if the vehicle starts reversing off the driveway? Answer is D. Sound your horn and be prepared to stop. White lights at the rear of a car show that the driver has selected reverse gear. The driver is hidden from view so can't see you approaching. Sound your horn to warn of your presence, and be ready to stop if the car reverses into your path. Question 11. Where would parking your vehicle cause an obstruction? Answer is D. In front of a property entrance. Don't park your vehicle where it may obstruct access to a business or property. Think carefully before you slow down and stop. Look at road markings and signs to ensure that you aren't parking illegally. Question 12. How can you reduce the risk of your vehicle being broken into at night? Answer is D. Leave it in a well-lit area. Having your vehicle broken into or stolen can be very distressing and inconvenient. Avoid leaving your vehicle unattended in poorly lit areas. Question 13. You're stopped at the side of the road. What must you do if you'll be waiting there for some time? Answer is A. Switch off the engine. If your vehicle is stationary and is likely to remain so for some time, you must switch off the engine unless you're stationary in traffic or diagnosing a fault. Question 14. You're leaving your vehicle parked on a road and unattended. When may you leave the engine running? Answer is D. Never if you're away from the vehicle. When you leave your vehicle parked on a road, switch off the engine and secure the vehicle. Make sure no valuables are visible, shut all the windows, lock the vehicle, and set the alarm if the vehicle has one. Question 15. You're following a vehicle on a wet road. You stay a safe distance behind it. What should you do if a driver overtakes you and pulls into the gap you've left? Answer is C. Drop back to regain a safe distance. Wet weather will affect the time it takes for you to stop and can affect your control. Your speed should allow you to stop safely and in good time. If another vehicle pulls into the gap you've allowed, ease back until you've regained your stopping distance. Question 16. Which road user has caused a hazard? Answer is B. The parked car, arrowed A. The car arrowed A is parked within the area marked by zigzag lines at the pedestrian crossing. Parking here is illegal. It also blocks the view for pedestrians wishing to cross the road and restricts the view of the crossing for approaching traffic. Question 17. What must you do if your ability to drive is impaired during a period of illness? Answer is D. Stop driving until you're fit to drive again. Only drive if you're fit to do so. Driving when you're ill or taking some medicines can affect your concentration and judgment. It may also cause you to become drowsy or even fall asleep. Question 18. What should you do if you become tired while you're driving on a motorway? Answer is C. Leave the motorway at the next exit and rest. If you feel yourself becoming tired or sleepy, you should leave the motorway at the next exit or services and stop for a rest. If you have to drive a long way, leave earlier and plan your journey to include rest stops. That way, you're less likely to become tired while driving and you'll still arrive in good time. Question 19. Where would you see this sign? Answer is D. On the rear of a school bus or coach. Vehicles that are used to carry children to and from school will be traveling at busy times of the day. If you're following a vehicle with this sign, be prepared for it to make frequent stops. It might pick up or set down passengers in places other than normal bus stops. Question 20. Why do motorcyclists wear bright clothing? Answer is A. To make them more visible. Motorcycles and scooters are generally smaller than other vehicles and can be difficult to see. Wearing bright clothing makes it easier for other road users to see a motorcyclist approaching, especially at junctions. Question 21. A horse rider is in the left-hand lane approaching a roundabout. Where should you expect the rider to go? Answer is D. In any direction. Horses and their riders move more slowly than other road users. They might not have time to cut across heavy traffic to take up a position in the right-hand lane. For this reason, a horse and rider may approach a roundabout in the left-hand lane even though they're turning right. Question 22. At night, what does it mean if you see a pedestrian wearing reflective clothing and carrying a bright red light? Answer is A. You're approaching an organized walk. The people on the walk should be keeping to the left, but don't assume this. Pass carefully, making sure you have time to do so safely. Be aware that the pedestrians have their backs to you and may not know that you're there. Question 23. You're driving towards a zebra crossing. What should you do if a person in a wheelchair is waiting to cross? Answer is C. Be prepared to stop. You should slow down and be prepared to stop, as you would for an able-bodied person. Don't wave them across, as other traffic may not stop. Question 24. Which vehicles are least likely to be affected by side wind? Answer is C. Cars. Although cars are the least likely to be affected, side winds can take anyone by surprise. This is most likely to happen after overtaking a large vehicle, when passing gaps between hedges or buildings, and on exposed sections of road. Question 25. Why is it more difficult to overtake a large vehicle than a car? Answer is B. It will take longer to overtake a large vehicle. Depending on relative speed, it will usually take you longer to pass a lorry than other vehicles. Hazards to watch for include oncoming traffic, junctions ahead, bends or dips that could restrict your view, and signs or road markings that prohibit overtaking. Make sure you can see that it's safe to complete the maneuver before you start to overtake. Question 26. You're driving in heavy traffic on a wet road. Which lights should you use if there's a lot of surface spray? Answer is D. Dipped headlights. You must make sure that other road users can see you, but you don't want to dazzle them. Use your dipped headlights during the day if visibility is poor. If visibility falls below 100 meters, 328 feet, you may use your rear fog lights, but don't forget to turn them off when the visibility improves. Question 27. What should you do if you have to make a journey in foggy conditions? Answer is D. Leave plenty of time for your journey. If you're planning to make a journey when it's foggy, listen to the weather reports. If visibility is very poor, avoid making unnecessary journeys. If you do travel, leave plenty of time, and if someone is waiting for you to arrive, let them know that your journey will take longer than normal. This will also take off any pressure you may feel to rush. Question 28. Your car gets a puncture while you're driving on the motorway. What should you do when you've stopped on the hard shoulder? Answer is A. Use an emergency telephone and call for help. Park as far to the left as you can and leave the vehicle by the near side door. Don't attempt even simple repairs. Instead, walk to an emergency telephone on your side of the road and phone for help. While waiting for help to arrive, stay by your car, keeping well away from the carriageway and hard shoulder. Question 29. What's the national speed limit for cars and motorcycles on a dual carriageway? Answer is D. 70 miles per hour. Make sure that you know the speed limit for the road that you're on. The speed limit on a dual carriageway or motorway is 70 miles per hour for cars and motorcycles, unless signs indicate otherwise. The speed limits for different types of vehicle are listed in the Highway Code. Question 30. When may you enter a box junction? Answer is A. When your exit road is clear. Yellow box junctions are marked on the road to prevent the road becoming blocked. Don't enter the box unless your exit road is clear. You may wait in the box if you want to turn right and your exit road is clear, but oncoming traffic or other vehicles waiting to turn right are preventing you from making the turn. Question 31. What should you do when you park at night on a road that has a 40 miles per hour speed limit? Answer is C. Leave parking lights switched on. You must use parking lights when parking at night on a road or in a lay-by on a road with a speed limit greater than 30 miles per hour. You must also park in the direction of the traffic flow and not close to a junction. Question 32. When may you drive a car in this bus lane? Answer is A. Outside its hours of operation. Some bus lanes operate only during peak hours, and other vehicles may use them outside these hours. Make sure you check the sign for the hours of operation before driving in a bus lane. Question 33. When are you allowed to park in a parking bay for disabled drivers? Answer is A. When you have a blue badge. Don't park in a space reserved for disabled people unless you or your passenger are a blue badge holder. The badge must be displayed on the dashboard or fascia panel, where it can be clearly read through the front windscreen. Question 34. Which sign means no motor vehicles allowed? Answer is D. This sign is used to enable pedestrians to walk free from traffic. It's often found in shopping areas. Question 35. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Pass either side to get to the same destination. These signs are often seen in one-way streets that have more than one lane. When you see this sign, use the route that's the most convenient and doesn't require a late change of direction. Question 36. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. Risk of ice. It will take up to 10 times longer to stop when it's icy. Where there's a risk of icy conditions, you need to be aware of this and take extra care. If you think the road may be icy, don't brake or steer harshly, as your tires could lose their grip on the road. Question 37. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Give way to trams. Obey the give way signs. Trams are unable to steer around you if you misjudge when it's safe to enter the junction. Question 38. What does this sign mean? Answer is D. No through road on the left. This sign shows you that you can't get through to another route by turning left at the junction ahead. Question 39. What should you do when you see this sign at a crossroads? Answer is C. Carry on with great care. When traffic lights are out of order, treat the junction as an unmarked crossroads. Be very careful and be prepared to stop. No one has priority. Question 40. What's the reason for the hatched area along the center of this road? Answer is A. It separates traffic flowing in opposite directions. Areas of hatched markings such as these separate traffic streams that could be a danger to each other. They're often seen on bends or where the road becomes narrow. If the area is bordered by a solid white line, you mustn't enter it except in an emergency. Question 41. Where would you see this road marking? Answer is B. On road humps. Because the road has a dark color, changes in level aren't easily seen. White triangles painted on the road surface give you an indication of where there are road humps. Question 42. What does this motorway sign mean? Answer is A. Change to the lane on your left. On the motorway, signs sometimes show temporary warnings due to traffic or weather conditions. They may be used to indicate lane closures, temporary speed limits, or weather warnings. Question 43. What does this traffic sign mean? Answer is A. Compulsory maximum speed limit. The sign gives you an early warning of a speed restriction. If you're traveling at a higher speed, slow down in good time. You could come across queuing traffic due to roadworks or a temporary obstruction. Question 44. You're approaching traffic lights and the red light is showing. What signal will show next? Answer is D. Red and amber. If you know which light is going to show next, you can plan your approach accordingly. This can help prevent excessive braking or hesitation at the junction. Question 45. What does this sign mean? Answer is B. Tunnel ahead. When approaching a tunnel, switch on your dipped headlights. Be aware that your eyes might need to adjust to the sudden darkness. You may need to reduce your speed. Hey, if you find this video helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel and hit bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Your support helps us bring you more content to ace your theory test. Now, let's get back to the video. Question 46. What does this sign mean? Answer is C. Side winds. A warning sign with a picture of a windsock indicates that there may be strong side winds. This sign is often found on exposed roads. Question 47. What does the following sign mean? Answer is B. Slippery road. This sign warns you that the road is slippery. Question 48. What does the following sign warn you about? Answer is A. Slow-moving vehicles. This sign warns you about slow-moving vehicles. Question 49. You are driving and see this sign. What does it warn you about? Answer is C. Traffic queues likely ahead. This warning sign tells you about likely queues ahead. Question 50. You are driving about and see this sign. What does it tell you? Answer is A. Pedestrians on road. This sign warns you of pedestrians on the road. For more practice and updates, click on the video you're watching on the screen. Keep building your confidence and get closer to passing your theory test. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.